Welcome to Bloomington Today. I'm Kaylin Cockerill. Thanks for joining us. Exciting changes are in store for the Mall of America. In this week's In the Loop segment, we bring you the latest as officials gear up for construction to begin on the new $137 million Radisson Blu Hotel project. The project consists of a 500-room, 13-story luxury hotel connected to the mall by a sky bridge filled with retail shops. It will be constructed on the mall's south side between Bloomingdale's and Macy's. We were on site at the project's recent groundbreaking ceremony as key leaders from Radisson, 555, which owns the Mall of America, the Port Authority, and officials from the city of Bloomington showed their support of the project, highlighting the employment opportunities created as well as the boost in tourist potential.
But not everybody recognizes that travel and tourism really is a significant creator of jobs. In fact, in Minnesota, it's the 5th largest industry. We generate $11 billion in annual sales and employ 238,000 Minnesotans. That is a lot of people. You've heard about what the project is going to do, but what you don't always think about is the local florists, the people who do the linen, the people who actually build all the materials, the soft goods that come into the hotel. You don't think of people like Ecolab, who provides all of our cleaning supplies. So the economic reach of travel and hospitality is deep, and it's vital to our state, and it's vital to our nation.
Bloomington is the hospitality hub, as we all know, of the entire state, with more hotel and motel rooms than St. Paul and Minneapolis combined. The dreamers and planners of 25 years ago for this space, in starting to plan the greatest mall in the United States, had a vision of what could be. And we, the current leaders, envision even greater expansion here at the mall with Phase 2. With the addition of the Radisson Blu, we will realize greater opportunities, and there's a lot of surprises ahead, I suspect.
Construction will begin this month as the current 2-story parking structure is torn down, replaced by a 3-story garage. The Radisson Blu will be built on top of the parking. The city will also build a second sky bridge linking the new hotel and Mall of America with hotels and parking south of Killebrew Drive. The bridge over Killebrew is partially funded by a federal grant. The hotel is set to open in the spring of 2013. Continue to tune into Bloomington Today, where we'll keep you in the loop on the progress of the Radisson Blu, as well as other events happening within the South Loop District. Another major development project is set to begin in just a few short weeks. Nebraska-based Richdale Group will begin construction on a 282-unit project called Luxembourg later this month. Back in March, this development endeavor was something addressed during the State of the City presentation by Mayor Gene Winstead.
In the Normandale Lake District, moving from west to east, this area we've got going the Luxembourg project, and it's a 3-story, 282-unit upper-end residential apartment building, including a parking ramp there. The construction will begin this late spring or in early summer.
This project, which has been in the works since 2008, is set to be constructed where the former Seagate Technology Building stood at 5100 West 82nd Street. This is the current scene at the site, but this lot will soon look very different. Projects like Luxembourg bring the opportunity of continued growth in Bloomington. We're currently the 5th largest Minnesota city. No word on when the units will be ready for occupancy. The Bloomington Family Aquatic Center may look a bit different to pool goers this summer. A recent addition is being constructed at the pool, while plans for more updates after the season are being finalized. The Bloomington Family Aquatic Center is preparing to open its doors for the busy summer season. Hosing out the pool floor and making the bathhouse squeaky clean are on the to-do list, but also completing an update to the tot area of the pool, one that kids will enjoy 3 times as much as the old structure.
We're really excited about our new tot slide. It has more features than the older one. We decided to do an update after all the needed repairs on the older shipwreck slide. This one will feature a tunnel slide, a regular slide, and then a little turtle slide for the tots. So we're just super excited about having 3 slides in one feature.
The Aquatic Center prides itself in having something for everyone. Water slides, diving boards, lap lanes, and now city officials say the tot experience will be that much more enjoyable for visitors. The new slide installation isn't all the city has in store for the facility. Come 2012, there'll be more.
The tot slide is one of our first phases of change and renovation. 2012, you can look forward to a renovated bathhouse and 2 new tower looping water slides. So we're really excited about our summer of 2012.
The Bloomington Family Aquatic Center opens its gates on Saturday, June 11th and is open daily at 11 a.m. through August 21st. To take a look at other activities offered at the Aquatic Center, as well as the complete list of hours and prices, visit the city's website and keyword search Aquatic Center. Well, another successful curbside cleanup is in the books. Let's take a look at just how much unwanted material was taken away. Here is a comparison of the 2010 curbside cleanup with this year's event. As you can see, some of the numbers vary greatly in either direction, while others remain constant. 28.59 tons of additional trash was picked up this year, while there were 990 fewer appliances left out at the curb in 2011. Brush and other yard waste went way up this year, going from 39.55 yards picked up to 62.36 in 2011. The total for scrap metal went down 5.34 tons from last year's curbside cleanup. Residents who pay the annual cost of $20.28 for the program were eligible to set their unwanted items out on the curb the morning of their neighborhood's pickup date. The city was divided into 5 collection sections. Each area of the city had items removed on a designated Saturday, running from early April to early May. If you have hazardous items that were not accepted during the pickup, like paints, motor oils, or electronic goods, don't worry. We have a place that'll take those items off your hands. Visit the city's website to find out more information on the South Hennepin Recycling and Problem Waste Drop-Off Center, including hours of operation, location, and what items they accept. It's now time for a short break. When we come back, we'll have guests stop by to tell us about Bloomington's quest to become a yellow ribbon city, and they need your support. Stay with us.
Engines.
Check.
Thrusters.
Check.
Fuel.
Check.
Computers.
Check.
Social Security.
No check, go direct.
That's right, Patty. A few weeks ago, I went online to godirect.org to sign up for direct deposit. It's easy to do, and I got my cash at warp speed.
Wow, it's fast and easy. I'll sign up right now to make sure I'm prepared for our next mission.
For the trees on our street.
At my campground.
In my woods.
For the trees in my backyard.
I promise.
Promise.
We promise to not move firewood.
Because the emerald ash borer beetle could be inside.
I've seen what it can do to trees.
I won't be the one to spread the beetle.
Friends don't let friends move firewood.
I won't move it from my backyard to my cabin.
Or bring it home from camping.
I won't take it here or there. I won't take it anywhere.
I'll only buy it where I'm going to burn it.
Or buy it from my local guys.
I promise.
For the ashwood in my guitar.
For the love of the game.
The wood stays put. I promise not to spread the beetle.
For the trees in my state.
In mine.
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 In America.
We promise to not move firewood.
We have the power
to stop the beetle.
Join us at stopthebeetle.info.
Welcome back, everyone. We're now joined by Bloomington City Council member Vern Wilcox and Director of Military Outreach for the state of Minnesota, Annette Kuiper. Welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks for being here today. Talk to us a bit, Annette, about this program called Beyond the Yellow Ribbon Recognition Program.
The Beyond the Yellow Ribbon Recognition Program is a program through the state of Minnesota. It's the governor's program in which we recognize and those communities who are going over and above to support service members, military families, and veterans. Throughout the program, we go into a community and we ask them to create an action plan of infusing support within every key area of their community, through their public safety, through their faith-based organizations, their veterans organizations, and we ask them to connect and synchronize resources and efforts to support that area of their community who are military families, veterans, and service members. With the ongoing deployments that we have in the state of Minnesota, there is a need for support efforts across Minnesota. Absolutely. And by asking our communities to have locally accessible resources available to our families, we're making a difference for those military families across the state.
Absolutely. Well, the city of Bloomington is working towards becoming a yellow ribbon city. Why get involved?
What we found, Yellow Ribbon in a nutshell, we found there's basically two groups of people out there. You know, we have any number of service people, veterans, retired military, who are in need of services. And those services may be financial, they may be as simple as babysitting or, you know, helping take care of the house or something like that. On the other hand, we have so many people who want to do something to support the military, but don't know what to do, don't know how to connect. And what I see Yellow Ribbon is all about is connecting those two groups and making those services available. And we are so excited to be bringing this to Bloomington.
Great. Well, a lot of my research, I've found that kind of people tend to have some personal ties when getting involved in such important events like the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon recognition program. Any personal ties that you two have?
Bloomington is near and dear to me because I grew up here. So of course, this is a community that I would love to see join our Yellow Ribbon program. We have over 41 communities who've been through the process and have been recognized by the governor as Yellow Ribbon communities. We are working with many more, especially our armory communities. So we came to Bloomington to ask for their partnership because we have a military presence here in this community, and we would like their partnership in helping support our military families.
Absolutely. How about you, Vern?
My ties go very deep. You know, I've been serving Bloomington since 1980 on the HRA, the Planning Commission, the City Council. I'm also a Vietnam vet.
Okay.
And when I came back from Vietnam in 1968, the reception was very, very different for veterans back then. You know, and I said that we need to do something to change this. So I'm so excited about working on this program. You know, also, you know, my initials are VFW, if that tells you anything. So you know, I have a connection. But I sit on the VFW Honor Guard. I do funerals for the VFW Honor Guard, okay. And I've been very connected with the military, you know, ever since my leaving. So.
Okay, very good. What does it take for a city to become a Yellow Ribbon city? There's certain criteria that needs to be made. What is that?
In our state recognized program, we ask the community to form a steering committee made up of key areas within your community. We ask that representatives come together at the table to coordinate and synchronize resources. We take a look at your youth support through your school systems. We look at your public safety, your community leaders and what they can do to help infuse support. We look at your faith-based organizations and of course your veterans organizations and your businesses and employers to coordinate efforts to make sure that we are infusing support. As Vern mentioned, we know a lot of great things are happening here in the community of Bloomington. We want to coordinate those efforts and make sure that if somebody's doing something at a church, that the veteran organizations know and they can help coordinate and connect the resources for military families and veterans.
All right. Well, there is a kickoff event that is in the works. Why don't we get into that a little bit? What exactly that event is and what it'll entail?
We're very excited. On June 14th, on Flag Day, we're going to be doing a kickoff here at the Snyder Theater at City Hall, and we're inviting everybody. It's open to the community. We're looking for everybody who has ever wanted to come out and do something to support the military, and we're looking for all those military families who may not need support today, but might in the future.
Yes.
And just marry those two organizations, if you would.
And at the kickoff, we come and explain the program more in detail about what a community really needs to do to begin to compile their action plan that we submit to the state of Minnesota, to take a look at the commitment that your community is going to make in each area. And how you commit to our requirements to become a yellow ribbon community is up to this community, and you can use any kind of creativity or fit into any programs that you have. So we explain that more in depth. We talk about the needs of the military in your community. We have narrowed it down to what the needs, top need areas are, and we ask for your partnership and support. And we just have a great presence of our local military leaders to build a relationship with the community.
Wonderful. Well, I know you had said that there are more than 40 yellow ribbon cities within the state of Minnesota. Talk a bit about kind of what you've seen as far as, you know, the before and afters. After you get a city involved, how does that benefit a city?
We have seen miracles happen across the state of Minnesota, whether it's a crisis that a military family is going through or just a partnership that they need to become networked with an employer in the community if they're returning from deployment. We have seen veterans who are no longer isolated and alone be able to be connected to locally accessible resources. Miracles have been happening all around this state, and one of the goals of the Adjutant General, General Richard Nash, is to ensure that we have a yellow ribbon network in all of our Armory and Air Base communities across Minnesota. So we are achieving that goal in ensuring that we have these networks of support. We have been able to ensure that we can help you as a community support your military within your community, but also connect those military up to all the resources that they may need in any service branch.
Okay.
You know, Bloomington has one of the largest armories in the state of Minnesota.
Okay.
So we have a huge, population base here in Bloomington that are military. But we've also found there are a number of military families who may live outside of Bloomington, but go out of this armory. And there's also a number of military families not connected to this armory. It may be Marines, it may be Navy, but they're active military people deployed. Okay. So really what we hope to do is expand the program once we get going to service those communities outside of Bloomington. Because we found there's any number of services already available, but they may not be in our community. So if somebody comes from Richfield or Edina, we can connect them with the services in their community. So again, it's just a connection point for them.
Absolutely. Well, beyond the Yellow Ribbon Kickoff event that is June 14th here at Civic Plaza, how can the community get involved with such a great cause?
One of the things we'll be doing at this community kickoff event is having volunteer forums. And one of the things we want to stress is these things are very confidential on the military family side because nobody really wants to advertise the fact that they have a spouse deployed. Mm-hmm. So anybody coming in is screened. I mean, those things are screened. If you request a babysitter, for example, those babysitters are screened and escorted, so you know you're safe. Okay. But the other side of that is just, again, to have that connection. So what we're doing is we're actually passing out volunteer forms on both sides for the military families and for the people who want to volunteer and may not even know how they can. Okay. But we're going to have a program to explain what sorts of things we're looking for, what sorts of volunteers we're looking for, and how everybody can help. Mm-hmm. So we're looking for an exciting event. We're going to have the VFW Honor Guard is going to be there with a flag ceremony. There's going to be some music. We're having military people. We're having hopefully a whole bunch of civilians. We hope to overflow the Schneider Theater.
Wonderful. Well, I hope so. We'd like to thank Bloomington City Council member Vern Wilcox for being here today, as well as Director of Military Outreach for the state of Minnesota, Annette Kuiper. For more information on the Beyond the Yellow Ribbon Kickoff event, we invite everyone to go visit the city's website at www.ci.bloomington.mn.us. We'll be right back after this short break.
We are this close.
We're this close.
To direct models.
This close to making history.
From 120.
We are this close.
We are this close.
We're this close.
This close to changing the world. We are this close to making sure no child suffers a crippling disease
ever again.
We are this close to making history.
We are this close to ending polio.
Because we are this close to ending polio.
We are this close to ending polio.
We are this close
to changing the world.
this close.
All we need is you.
It's you.
It's you.
Is you.
We are this close. This close.
Be a part of history at rotary.org/endpolio.
There are dogs, and then there are canine dogs. Come watch the U.S. Police Canine Association Region 18 Dog Trials, June 12th through the 14th in Woodbury.
Welcome back to Bloomington Today. Saturday, June 11th is National Get Outdoors Day. So what better opportunity than now to put down the video games, iPad, and remote control and get outside. Three Rivers Park District has teamed up with Active Living Hennepin County to encourage Twin Cityans to become more active by getting out and enjoying nature. In Bloomington, residents are invited to stop out to the Richardson Nature Center located in Highland Park Reserve to check out how they will be celebrating National Get Outdoors Day. From 2 to 4 p.m., naturalists and volunteers will be leading an activity called Fun at the Pond. This free event invites children of all ages to come and explore one of the pond areas within Highland Park, catch crayfish, beetles, and dragonflies while looking for turtles, birds, and other wildlife. The Nature Center will provide nets and buckets for the kids to play with. If you don't have a little one who would be interested in the Fun at the Pond event, we encourage you to celebrate National Get Outdoors Day in your own way by getting out on one of the many parks and trails the city has to offer. The Minnesota Association of Government Communicators, or MAGC, holds an annual awards ceremony honoring various communications produced by government entities called the Northern Lights Contest. This year, Civic Plaza was the site of the awards ceremony on Tuesday, May 24th. We are pleased to announce that the City of Bloomington's communication team received top honors for its 2010 communications efforts. The Briefing, Insider, Corporate Report, and the All About Water videos all received the highest honor, the Award of Excellence. The City Faces video was presented with an Award of Merit. The Insider was also nominated for the Best of Show Award, one of only 4 award-winning entries that were nominated for this award. This was the 3rd year in a row that Bloomington was nominated for the Best of Show Award for its communications. Well, that's all the time we have for today. To get more information on city projects, parks, road construction, and events, visit the city's website. To check out past Bloomington Today shows or other city productions, visit Bloomington's YouTube channel, accessible right from the city's homepage. That and so much more is online right now at www.ci.bloomington.mn.us. If Facebook or Twitter isn't your thing, sign up for eSubscribe to have updates sent right to your email or cell phone. This is Bloomington Today, a presentation of the City of Bloomington's Communications Division. I'm Kaylin Cockriel. Thanks so much for joining us.